Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Sports Outpost. This is Mark, and today we are kicking off the second half of our first season in our NCAA Football '06 Uconn Huskies Dynasty. We still have 4 in-season recruiting targets remaining, those 4 being Chris Pittman, Keith Boyd, Lonnie Miller, as well as Reggie Sanders. And we would really like to get 2 of these guys, mainly the guys on the defensive side of the ball especially. And the good news is that Chris Pittman and Keith Boyd both have us on the top of their list, not just in the top 4. And Lonnie Miller has us up to second. So I feel as if Chris Pittman and Keith Boyd are our best 2 chances at securing a couple of guys during this 2005 in-season recruiting. Now, let's move over and take a look at the first bowl rankings of the 2005 season. With the first bowl rankings, Tennessee is at the top, no surprise there. Virginia Tech, Auburn, Iowa, and Miami to follow to finish the top 5. You got Florida State at 6, USC at 7, Georgia 8, Texas 9, A&M 10, Purdue 11, Nebraska 12, Fresno State 13, Boston College 14, and Oklahoma at 15. Let's take a look at the AP top 25 as well. Tennessee, Virginia Tech, and Auburn the same top 3. Florida State at 4, Miami at 5. Some differences there. You got Oklahoma sitting outside the top 15 at 17th. And you have a lot of new teams in the mix, as 7 teams who were unranked last week are now top 25 teams here. Let's take a look at the Heisman race. Michael Lunkin is still at the top for the New Mexico Lobos. Clinton Battle is back up at number 2. What a resurgence to his season. Reggie Ward, the Iowa QB, is in for the first time this year to round out the top 3. And then some other mainstays round out the top 5. After our dominating performance last week in the win against Cincinnati, Mario Tolbert, our corner, gets Defensive Player of the Week in the Big East with 4 tackles and a pick 6. Very nice to see some Husky love in the Players of the Week there. We have actually not had one yet this year, and we are now sitting atop the Big East standings, tied with Louisville. Both of us are 4-2 and 2-0 in Big East play so far. Pittsburgh, West Virginia, both are not far behind at 2-1 in conference play. Pitt is 5-2. West Virginia sitting at 4-3 overall. Let's take a look at this week's matchup. We're taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, who are sitting at 3-3. They're trying to get a big win to make a jump in those Big East Conference standings and give them a better shot at making a bowl. And they have a very nice offense led by one of the best quarterbacks in the conference, Charlie Jackson, who is sitting at 1,800 yards so far this year. They do have a few injuries, which definitely can help our cause, and they are showing the Big East and the Huskies no love, as this game is heading straight to the coin toss, straight to the action, as we got no television coverage for this one. Willie Mitchell's kicking it off with the direct snap. He's going right side, tries to put the jukes on, gets tackled at second down. Mangum back to throw it. He finds Mitchell over the middle for the completion and a first down. Uconn off to a good start. Willie gets the handoff again, and he goes nowhere fast. 2nd and 11. Here's Robertson, his first tote of the game, and he puts on a nice juke. Gets a nice carry into Rutgers territory, and Uconn is moving the ball well through the air and on the ground. Willie Mitchell continues the success on the ground with a 9-yard run there after breaking a tackle. It's 2nd and 1. Mangum's going for 6, and Spinner is inconsistent yet again. But it's okay. Willie Mitchell gets the first down carry on the very next play. And here we are at 1st and 10. He overthrows Willie to the left side. Here's the handoff to Robertson. He gets only a gain of 1. It is now 3rd and 9. Mangum looking to throw it again, and another drop on another great throw from Adam Mangum. We are really struggling this year with drop catches, and it's something that we are going to have to focus on in the future if this team's passing offense is going to get any better, because right now it is a bottom tier passing offense in the Big East. And how about the impact tailback Matt Hall coming out with a big run on the pitch, and he follows it up with a second straight nasty run to the left side this time, and they are down to the Uconn 30-yard line just like that. Here's the pitch to Hall, and he gets another 9-yard carry. It is 2nd and 1. Charlie Jackson finds Hall through the air this time, and he gets a lot of yards again as he is taking Rutgers into the red zone by himself. Jackson back to pass. He can't find anyone. Tries to force it against the grain, and he ruins a very successful first drive for the Scarlet Knights as he throws a pick to the defensive end, Steven Ricks, and the ball is going back the other way. Here comes Mangum and the Huskies offense. Willie gets the handoff, and he gets a couple. 2nd and 8. Mangum back to throw it. Looks left, and he's lucky that was not a pick six. Here he is again to throw it. It's 3rd down. Can he make a play? And he forces it into a tight window again. It gets knocked away, and a very quick, very uneventful first quarter comes to an end with the Huskies up 3-0 here in East Hartford, Connecticut. Jackson with the snap, hands it off to Hall again, and Hall is just running all over our defense. Our rush defense has not been nearly as good as our pass defense, and it is hurting us again here this afternoon against Rutgers. A big completion there from Jackson. And how about this play to Hollis? A little fake pitch to the left to Hall. Hollis cuts across, takes it, gets a gain of 1. It's 2nd and 9. This time they are going to pitch it to Hall. He spins away. He's breaking down the right sideline. A nice little back juke and gets tackled down at the 1. It's 1st and goal. Hall gets it from the fullback position, powers it in. Just like that, RU is on the board as they take their first lead of this ball game with 3.5 minutes left in the second quarter. It is 7-3 Scarlet Knights, and Matt Hall is putting on a show right now in Connecticut. The throw to the left side from Mangum gets this drive off to a good start to Baldwin. It is 2nd and short. This pass to Sims goes nowhere. Mangum to throw it again. He's got Fafita, his tight end, for a first down on a nice gain of about 7 there. Here's the direct snap to Wesley Robertson, and he gets absolutely popped by Carlos Paul, who not only forces the fumble but recovers it, gets a nice 10-yard return. And Rutgers and Charlie Jackson are going to start this drive at the Uconn 23 with a chance to extend this lead to 2 possessions. Jackson with the triple option, and he doesn't get the first down. It is now 3rd and short. Here's the counter play to Hall, and that spin move is deadly as he gets away from the defensive end and runs into the end zone without being touched from 14 yards out. He's got 2 touchdowns here in this first half as he is putting up a remarkable performance on the ground against this porous Uconn rush defense. It is a 14-3 lead for Rutgers, and Mangum, Willie Mitchell, and this Uconn offense better figure out something, and Willie provides some assistance with a nice 11-yard first down carry there. Here's Mangum throwing it right to Willie, and it's overthrown, incomplete. Mitchell follows that up with just gaining a couple on that handoff, and Mangum's throwing it downfield. What a throw and catch. Spinner with a big time grab there, hanging on to that one. He's looking for him over the top, and it is overthrown. Probably would have been out of bounds anyways, even if he did hang on. Here's the option to the left side. Mangum's got space. He's going to give it to his running back Robertson to finish it off. It's a gain of 6, and now 3rd and 4, and Mangum gets sacked. 4th and 13 in Rutgers territory. We're going for it. Mangum's slinging it long. He's looking for Spinner, and it was covered perfectly, and that is how the half comes to an end. Rutgers is up 14-3 on the Connecticut Huskies as we head to the third quarter. Charlie Jackson and the Scarlet Knights get the ball coming out the gate, and who else but Matt Hall gets it going with a 9-yard carry. It is now 2nd and 1. He's going to get the ball again on the pitch. They really like that play, and why not? It works again for a first down. He gets the ball for the 3rd straight time to start this first drive of the second half, and I can't say I blame Rutgers. He gets another gain of 9. It is 2nd and 1. Play action. Jackson looking to throw, and a very nice defensive play there, deflecting that one. It is 3rd and short, and we get lucky with a overthrow to Hall. Mangum and the Uconn offense is back on the field, and Robertson does a little ring around the rosy to the right side for a nice gain of 8. Willie finishes it off with a first down carry. This offense is starting to get going maybe here in this third quarter and try to get back in this game. there has not been a lot to talk about with this Uconn offense, but a nice throw from Mangum to Fafita over the middle there gets us a first down, and we are approaching midfield. Mangum rolling right, trying to find someone. He's got some open bodies, and the ball gets deflected as he could not fit it in that window. Willie's got space to the left side after some beautiful blocks. Big time first down carry there from Mr. Mitchell. Mangum rolling right. And he finds his man, Sims. Sims tried to juke into the inside. Good tackle by the safety. Nonetheless, Uconn is down to the Rutgers 10-yard line. It's a handoff to Robertson, and he goes nowhere fast, losing 2 yards on the play. It is 2nd and goal. Willie's going to try this time to the same side, and he gets to the pylon, but they say he did not get it into the end zone. He's going to get the handoff on the short yardage play here, and it is now 4th and goal, and a big one for Willie Mitchell, and he runs to the right side for a walk-in touchdown, and we are going for 2 to try to make this a 3-point game. Very similar play, but this time to Wesley Robertson to the left side on the direct snap. He dives across the pylon. It is 14-11 now. Uconn is back in the game. We are back in this game. Let's see if the defense can get a big stop. Matt Hall gets tackled for just a gain of 3. He's going to get the handoff here, and he actually loses 2 yards on the play to end the 3rd quarter. It is 14-11 Rutgers going to the 4th, and I believe that is the first time all day that Matt Hall has been tackled for a loss. Charlie Jackson makes a big completion there to Murphy, who gets absolutely walloped out of bounds. Matt Hall gets a handoff on 1st and 10 and gets pushed forward for a gain of 6. 2nd and 4, they're pitching it to him. He was looking for the throwback, but the defense was there. He didn't even have a chance to get it off. 3rd down and 4, they're pitching it to Hall again to the left side, and we had it blocked up. He gets a gain of none. It is a punt. Willie Mitchell to kick off the next Uconn drive. Gets a gain of 1 on the first play. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Willie again. Willie's got room to the right side, and he's showing Matt Hall that he can run the ball pretty damn well himself. Mangum's got no one in the backfield. He's going long. He's got Robertson on a step, but the safety, Madison, comes over the top for a beautiful interception. Charlie Jackson nearly throws one himself on the ensuing drive for Rutgers, but Palmer drops it. Here's the pitch to Hall. Hall gets a gain of about 5. It's 3rd down and 5 from the 32-yard line. Rutgers trying to milk some clock. Here's the play action again. Jackson's got a man. Hollis makes the catch. 1st down on a gain of 8 for the Scarlet Knights as they keep the drive moving, as they try to run out some clock and potentially put in the dagger for our Uconn Huskies. A nice gain of 6 for Hall. Here's the pitch to him again, and a huge diving tackle from Palmer to force this 3rd down and 2. They're sending a man in motion. Here's the handoff to Hall, and Palmer comes up and makes a huge tackle again. He has had enough of 23 today. It is 4th down and 2. They punt it away. Wesley Robertson kicks off the ensuing Uconn drive with a 10-yard run and a 1st down, as Uconn is now out to the 20-yard line. Here's Robertson again on the direct snap, and he gets a nice gain of 6. Gets out of bounds. We're under a minute and a half. Clock is stopped. Uconn's at the 26-yard line. They can tie it with a field goal, win it with a touchdown. We have another close one here in East Hartford, and another great run for Mr. Mitchell. And both of these backs are in sync today, and they are absolutely carrying this Uconn offense. Mitchell doesn't go anywhere on that 1st down play. However, Mangum rolling right. He's got triangle open, and he finds his man Spinner for the big catch on 2nd and 9. Mangum to throw again. He's got no one with him. He's rolling left, and he's got nothing but green grass. And he makes a beautiful decision to keep it a run as he gets a 14-yard carry and a 1st down. Mangum rolling right. He stops, pops, throws it across the middle to Tyrone Wallace for a nice gain of 8. 2nd and 2 from the 3. Willie Mitchell gets a handoff going right side. And with 12 seconds left, number 33 just put in another clutch touchdown on the season, and potentially his 2nd game-winning touchdown on the season, as Uconn has a 18-14 lead with 11 seconds, and Rutgers needs a miracle now to win this game, and they have not scored a single point in this 2nd half. Neal makes the catch across the middle and gets a nice gain to set up the Hail Mary. Charlie Jackson, this is it. It's your ball game. He might get sacked. He gets away, throws it long, and we are there. The ball gets swatted down by Perkins, and that is all she wrote. What a performance from the pass defense. The secondary was absolutely on lockdown today. Mangum wasn't that sharp, but his receivers didn't really help him out, and it's okay because when you have Robertson and Willie Mitchell playing like they were, getting big chunks on seemingly every touch and just finishing drives when they needed to, what a performance and a gutsy comeback win from this Uconn team, coming back from that 14-3 halftime deficit, shutting out the Scarlet Knights in the second half and outscoring them 15-0 to get a big win at home and give us our first true winning streak here in this dynasty, as we have now won 3 straight games and we are sitting at 5-2, 3-0 in the Big East, and we will remain the first place team in the Big East as we only have a quarter of the season left to go. We did end up turning the ball over more than them, losing the differential 2-1. But besides that, I mean, all of these stats were almost identical. This was a great Big East matchup between these two teams, and 3 of the best running backs in the conference and in the nation, in Matt Hall, Willie Mitchell, and Wesley Robertson. Mitchell had 18 carries for 91 yards and 2 touchdowns, including the game winner. Robertson had 8 carries for 49 yards himself, averaging 6.18. So Mangum even had 8 yards rushing today. Sims had a couple catches for 31 yards. Spinner had 2 for 61. Willie Mitchell had 1 for 11. And Green came through with a big 25-yard catch himself. So a lot of different guys did come up with receptions, but no one had more than 2, as once again our passing offense failed to match the success of our rushing offense. Our star left tackle, Kevin Lewis, had a lot to do with that, just as he always does. How about that defense holding Rutgers to just 14 points, and after letting Matt Hall run all over them in the first half, they responded by shutting out Rutgers in half number 2. That's going to do it for this one, guys. Thanks. See you on the next one.